बोलिए श्री नारायण भगवान की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। When we are in the company of good people, we are also will become good. We can cultivate good values and we can follow the good virtues. We will develop good samskaras. But when we will be in the company of bad people, that effect or prabhava influence will be a lot. That's why we have to all the time give a dussanga. In earlier class we have discussed in detail. Sutra number 43, they said dussanga sarvatha eva tyajyaha. Dussanga, the evil company, sarvata, by all means, all the time, tyajyaha. Tyajyaha must be renounced, must be given up. Eva, only. Why? Because kama, krodha, moha, smriti, bramsha, buddhinasha, sarvanasha, karanatvat. This dussanga, evil company, will lead to the utter ruin of the destruction of the human being. Because of dussanga, what you call adharmic desires and anger, moha, infatuation, etc., smriti bhramsha, buddhinasha, all these things also will happen because of this dussanga. That's why it should be given up. And we should not entertain even a little bit also, even single negative thought or company of the person. In the beginning only we have to be very alert. Why? Because tarangayita api me sangat samudrayantim. Even though that maybe like a small kind of wave acting as ripple, but it will become, because of that company of evil people, evil persons, becomes like an ocean, big ocean. Then it is very difficult to cross over that ocean, come out from that ocean. After this topic, we are going to enter into the topic of who can cross over the ocean of samsara, who can come out from the clutches of Maya. Chapter number 4, section number 1. Sutra number 46. Please repeat after me. Kastarati kastarati mayam. Question mark. Kastarati kastarati mayam. Yah sangam tyajati. Yah sangam tyajati. Yo mahanubhavam sevate. Yo mahanubhavam sevate. Nirmamo bhavati. Nirmamo bhavati. Kastarati kastarati mayam. Question is asked. Kaha tarati. Kastarati word is there na? Kaha plus tarati. Kaha means who. Tarati, crosses. Kaha tarati, who crosses. Second time also it is asked because it is not easy to cross over the Maya. Kaha tarati, who crosses what? Mayam. Mayam. So who crosses Maya? Who really crosses the Maya? What are the means? He said, yaha, whoever, sangam. Sangam means attachment. Attachment to what? Attachment to the sense objects. Attachment to the sense pleasures. Tyajati. Tyajati means who renounces, who gives up. Yaha sangam tyajati, one who can renounce attachment to sense objects. Yo mahanubhavam sevate. Number 2. To cross over the Maya, what is the means? What is the sadhana? Number 2, it is said, yo. Yo means yaha, whoever. Mahanubhavam sevate. Mahanubhava means great masters. Maha Anubhava Shal, those who are having great experience of the truth, those who got the darshan of Bhagwan, Mahanubhavam Sevate. Sevate means serves. One who serves great masters, such kind of person easily can cross this. He can cross this Maya. Third one is Nirmamo Bhavati. Yaha, we have to take that word. Yaha, whoever. Nirmamaha Bhavati. Mama means minus. Aha means I. Mama means mine. So, mama means minus. Nirmama means divide the thought of minus. Free from sense of possession. Minus. Bhavati becomes. One who becomes free from the thought of minus, possessiveness, such kind of person can cross this Maya. So 3 things here said, it will continue in the next sutra also, we will discuss. Kahatarati Mayam, when it is asked who can crosses this Maya. So first one, Yaha Sangam Tyajati. What is the inner meaning? Yaha Sangam Tyajati means when person is having attachment with sense objects, attachment with anything, that will lead to bondage. When we have attachment, that raga will be developed. That time what will happen? That person will forget about the truth completely, and he will be go on seeking happiness from the object which is connected to that, towards what he will be having attachment. So to cross over the Maya, first and foremost thing, we should develop Vairagya. Why here it is said we have to develop Vairagya? What is the remedy to attachment? Detachment. Yes. So, one who is having detachment, he can cross this Maya. Yaha Sangam Tyajati. Giving up Sangha means what? Having detachment. But we have to understand one thing here. All the time, the nature of mind is, it will be attached to something or other. All of us, we know this one. It's our experience. When we want to renounce or give up something, mind will search for alternate kind of thing. Or mind will get attached to something which is giving more happiness, then it will give up the earlier one from which it is getting less happiness. Understand this thought. Why some people will be using few objects and suddenly they will throw them and they will get new things and they will be happy with those things. Why? Because mind is getting more happiness from those objects. And sometimes it will be applicable to people also. Sometimes what is more most of the time. If person is not giving happiness, the mind will develop vairagya towards that person, detached from that person. But it doesn't mean that mind will remain like that only, not having attachment with anything. Not like that. Mind will get attached to something or someone, one who will be giving more happiness. And people will be asking, for so many years we are friends and suddenly you are totally changed. Why? What happened? Why you are behaving like this? Simple thing. What? Mind get attached to something or someone else, from where mind is getting more happiness. Simple. But here it is said to cross over the mind. Yaha Sangam Tyajati, one who can gives up attachment, he only can cross over the Maya. Then how is it possible? Because the nature of mind is getting attached to something only. What to do? Then remedy is, solution is, anyway mind is having nature to get attached to something or someone. So better we can get attached to Bhagwan. Only thing we have to realize that more happiness is there when we have devotion for Bhagwan, when we are listening scriptures, if we can experience the joy, then happily we can renounce worldly objects. We can develop vairagya, detachment. Okay. Once, just I heard, our Puji Gurudev, Swami Chinmayananji, when he went for one Jnana Yajna to one place and sitting, for 7 days, it's like that. This Jnana Yajna has got over. In those days, thousands of people they used to attend. And Puja Gurudev's that schedule also is very hectic schedule. From one place to another place is go on moving. It's like that. So after concluding that Jnana Yajna, next flight is there. So about to enter into the car. He just about to leave that Yajnashala. That time one Amma, she came and doing namaskar to our Puji Gurudev and asking, I heard about this Jnana Yajna, but I missed all these days. I could not come. I received this now only. So please bless me with knowledge. Please say something. Please teach me. And other people, those who are there with Puji Gurudev, they were worrying. That was not the time to explain something and teaching something, because he has to catch another flight. He has to move. So others, they were saying, Amma, Gurudev, he has to go. It's there. He just stopped him and he said only 2 words, very important. He said, attach and detach. So what attach and detach? He said, detach from the world, attach to the God. So attach to the God, detach from the world. So we have to develop attachment with Bhagwan. Then automatically we will be detached from the worldly things. So this is the best way to cross over the Maya. Otherwise, though Maya is so powerful, all the time it will be creating something or other very, what you call, enchanting kind of thing, and as though giving so much happiness, and it will create all such kind of thing. And our mind is a very weak mind only, always getting attached to those things only. So, yaha sangam tyajati saha, that person only can cross over the Maya. Saha tarati. Kaha tarati? Saha eva tarati. He alone can cross over. Yaha sangam tyajati. This attachment is very subtle in nature. Sometimes we don't know that we are having attachment also. This is also one play of Maya, one trick of Maya. We may be having attachment with something or someone. At the time we don't know. We feel it's okay, it's fine, what is there? We are not attached. We are not. If we are having attachment or not, to test that one, we have to be away from that. Then we will come to know whether we are having attachment or not. Don't think about it. And have thought of renouncing. If this object or this person is not there in my life, how I will be? This is the testing of whether we are having attachment with something or not. What is the test? Just think. Particular object or particular experience or person. If they are not in our life, how we will be? If we are happy without that object also, if we can be happy, then we don't have attachment with that. If we feel even little bit also, oh no, without that I can't. I want. You may say you need it or require it or any word you use, I want it. If the thought of that possessiveness, that mindness will come, I want it. Without that object or without the person, my life is not complete, I cannot be happy. If this thought is there, it means we are having attachment. Then test yourself. So many attachments. We cannot say so many, but at least a few things will be there. Then someone may be asking like this, well, we are maintaining so many relationships. How is it possible is without that person or object we cannot be happy? Since this thought will be there, na? Please understand, divine love should be there, but attachment should not be there. That is the thing. Next, yo mahanubhavam sevate. One who serves great masters, great devotees, they can cross over the Maya. Why? Because they were already crossed the ocean of samsara, crossed the Maya. When we will be in the presence of Mahatmas, when we will be listening from them, what will happen? Slowly, all kinds of wrong notions will be removed from our mind. Negativities will be removed. So, here when Mahanubhavam Sevate means it's not just what you call physical kind of service. Not only that, we have to do when it is required, just bringing few things and cleaning their, washing their clothes and bringing fruits, offering fruits and cooking. Is all those things physically, if someone wants to serve, that is okay. But real seva, what is real seva is, whatever Mahatmas they are saying, we have to understand them and we have to practice, follow them. That is real kind of seva. Yo mahanubhavam sevate, that tuning should be there with Mahatmas. Then the complete transformation will take place. Nirmamaha bhavati yaha, whoever, that person free from the sense of possession, minus. This is also is very powerful. All the time we will be having, this is mine, that is mine, he is mine, she is mine, they are belonging to me. All the times this mind will be having so many threads connecting with so many kinds of things. So when we will be having all these things, what will happen? Mind will get again attached to such kind of things, and whenever that mama bhava will be there, definitely raga dvesha will be there. If others will come and say, no, this is not yours, this is mine, then what will happen? Quarrel. No, it is not yours, it is mine. It's mine. For this mine is mine. When person is go on saying like that, what will happen? That which is not yours, considering as yours, and go on having the thought of holding that one, it will lead to the sorrow. Dhritarashtra, how much that mamakara towards his own sons. My sons. Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre, when he asked also that question, Sanjaya, he asked is what those Pandavas and my sons then. That time also he asked, my sons, what they did in Kurukshetra. Mamakara. So, Nirmamaha Bhavati, one who will be free from the thought of minus. How can we come out from this thought of minus? This is also very powerful. No? So, solution is, remedy is, everything belongs to Bhagavan. When we will be having this thought, then Mamakara will not be there. Tera, not mera. Everything is not mine. Tera tujhko arpan kya lage mera. Everything is yours, offering to you only. Everything belongs to you only. Nothing is mine. Bhagavan, you have blessed with all these things. Nothing is mine. So by this thought we can overcome this Mamakara also. Such kind of person only can cross the Maya. The continuation of the same thought. Kahatarati, who can cross this Maya? Sutra number 47. Please repeat after me. Yo viviktasthanam sevate. Yo viviktasthanam sevate. Yo loka bandha unmulayati. Yo loka bandham unmulayati. Yo nistraigunyo bhavati. Yo we have to add here, okay? Nistraigunyo bhavati. Yo yogakshemam tyajati. Yo yogakshemam tyajati. Are very, very, very powerful kind of things. Yo means yaha, whoever, whom. Vivikta sthanam sevate. Vivikta sthanam means solitary place. Solitary place where there will not be disturbances at all from any external things or from any other people, surroundings. So to do spiritual practices for devotee, for sadhaka, solitary place is required. And you may ask, Amma, how is it possible when we are at home and in the office? How we will get solitary place? Is it possible? Solitude is difficult. If we want to maintain such kind of thing, if we want to get, there is way. What is that? When we want to be in Vivikta Sthanam, when there will not be disturbances at home, particular timing you can select, early morning or night or afternoon, when less disturbances will be there. Otherwise, you can request persons, this is the timing I'm going to do a little bit sadhana, please cooperate, please don't disturb me, like that. And at home we are having our altar of Bhagwan, that puja room will be there, so we can go and sit in front of Bhagwan and we can do spiritual practices. And inner meaning of this one, this is very important. Vivikta sthanam sevate means solitary place, resorts to sevate. Inside, we should have this solitude place. What inside we should have means when our mind will be filled with so many kinds of worldly thoughts, that is the disturbed state. Yes. When we will reduce all such kind of thoughts, worldly thoughts, negative thoughts, mind will become quiet and calm. That is the real Vivikta Sthanam. There only we can realize our own self. We can do any sadhana. So two meanings. One is external, another one is internal. So Vivikta Sthanam sevate. Next. Yaha who loka bandham unmulayati. Whoever. Loka bandham. Loka bandham means bondage to the worldly objects and beings. Loka bandham. Unmulayati. Unmulayati means completely, it uproots. One who uproots the bondage to the world of people and objects. Such kind of person can cross the Maya. This is also difficult. But by practice, by intense desire to get liberation, we can do all these things. Why here it is said loka bandham unmulayati completely? So we have to uproot this one, because see one example, when one tree is there, that which is not what you call useful at all, that which is even causing what you call trouble to the other useful plants and trees, that time what person will do? He will cut that tree. But when we just cutting outside externally those branches little etc., again and again it will be, it's growing more and more. If we don't want that at all, what we have to do? We have to uproot. Roots should be removed. Here, loka bandha when mind is having too much attachment, what we have to do? Completely we have to remove that one. Even little bit if we entertain, then what will happen? Again, our mind will get too much attached to such kind of things, and afterwards very difficult to remove that thought in our mind. Next, yaha nistraygunyah bhavati. Who nistraygunyah bhavati. Nistraygunyah bhavati means free from the three gunas. What are the three gunas qualities? Sattva guna, rajo guna and tamo guna. Bhavati becomes. The person should be free from these three gunas. Trigunatita sthiti means moksha sthiti only. Such kind of person only can cross over the mind or cross over the maya. Why? Because maya is trigunatmika. Trigunatmika maya, it is said. So to cross over the maya, we have to be free from the three gunas. So when person will be in tamasic state, is too much lazy and feeling sleepy and not understanding anything, postponement, all these things are the symptoms of tamoguna. Dharmas are what you call characteristics of tamoguna. So slowly we have to come out from such kind of tamoguna. And what are the dharmas of rajoguna? You might have heard in Bhagavad Gita, etc. In other scriptures also. Pravrutti, activity will be more in Rajoguna, and Kama, Krodha, Lobha, all these things also because of Rajoguna. So we have to give up all these things, we have to overcome them. And Vikshepa Shakti is the power, projecting power is because of Rajoguna. Avarana Shakti means veiling power is because of Tamoguna. And Sattva Guna also will bind us. Developing Sattva Guna is very good. First we have to overcome Tamas and Rajas, then we have to develop Sattva Guna. But at the end we have to give up that Sattva Guna also. Why? Guna means that which binds, is called Guna. Even in Sattva also sometimes what will happen, person will get attached to the subtle kind of happiness and knowledge. So that also will bind that person. So he has to come out from that Sattva Guna also. Nistraigunyo bhavati. In Bhagavad Gita also Bhagavan he said Nistraigunyo bhavarjuna. You have to become Nistraigunyo. Means free from three gunas. One simple story connected to these three gunas, how these three gunas will bind the person. Once, one person in olden days, when all our these kind of nowadays what we are having facilities of all these vehicles etc., they were not there. One person he wanted to go to his village. He went to another place and he has to walk through the thick forest. So when he was walking in the forest, three robbers, they came and they asked that person is whatever you're having is, you have to give it to us. Before that, when they saw him, immediately one person, what he gave idea, he said, no, that person is coming and he is having something, it's a bundle of things are there, maybe having some jewelry, etc., coins, etc. So what we will do, we will kill him and we will loot everything. The one person he said like that, but another person he said, no, killing is not required. We are three and that person is only one. So we will, we will beat him. And we'll break his hands and legs and we will take everything from him. Second person, he said like that. And the third person, he said, that third robber, he said, thief. He said, no, it's not required. No need to kill him. No need to beat him also. We will do one thing, just we will tie him to the tree and whatever we want from him is all those things we will take from him. Why we have to tie him. You're saying if we don't kill him, if we don't beat him, he will go to nearby village and he will tell everyone, and again they will come and catch us, like that. So this person, third person, gave suggestion. So if you are having this kind of fear of this person, we will do one thing. So we will tie him to the near tree and we will take everything from him. So other two, okay, they accepted, and they did like that only, and they have taken all those things, whatever possessions he had, and they were walking. And that time, this third person, one who gave that suggestion, he said, no, I had some little bit work, so I'll come again after a few minutes, he said. And he came back to the person, villager, and he removed from the bondage, and he said, you can now go to your village, he said. That person, he felt so happy, because when they were planning to kill him, to beat him, this person only stopped them. And now he himself came and removed all his bondages also, and he is saying is to go to the village. And that person said, this is almost night time, unable to walk in this forest. I don't know from which way I have to go also, I forgot. Then this person, he helped that villager. So we know all these ways in the forest. So he has taken through few ways, and finally he has shown that village. So from far distance you can see that. So that is your village. So from this place you can just walk and you can reach your village safely. That villager, he felt so happy, and he expressed his gratitude, and he said, thank you so much. You protected me, you protected my life also. If you left like that also in this thick forest, because of wild animals, cruel animals, also I would have faced a lot of troubles. Otherwise I would have lost even my life. So you're so great and you helped me a lot. Please come along with me to my village, and you can have a dinner also. Please come. He invited like that. That time, that third thief, that robber, he said, you're inviting me. It is good. You're so kind enough. But please understand, I am also one of them. I am also one of them means I belongs to that category, robbers category, thieves category. So I cannot come along with you to the village. When I come to village, villagers will ask what happened, and so they will come to know. A few villagers, they might have even seen me also earlier when we were doing such kind of thing. It is not safe for me, and it is not good for you also. They may think in another way. It's you also belonging to our categories like that. So I belong to them. I will go to with them only. You can safely, you can reach your village and be happy, he said. And he rejoined with other two robbers. This is story. This is the story of three gunas. These three robbers are like three gunas. First one who said we will kill him and then we will take everything from him. Tamoguna. Second person, he said we will break his hands and legs and we'll beat him and this will loot everything. Rajoguna. Third person, he said no need to kill, no need to beat him, just we will tie him and we will take. And Sattva Guna is good. Even though it is Guna, even though it is effect of Maya, that Maya Lakshana only, but it helped that person, came back and helped that person safely to reach his village. Yes, in the same way, Sattva Guna, even though it is also binding factor, but it will help the seeker, Bhakta, to realize the self, to reach Bhagavan. Finally, what we have to do? We have to become free from three gunas. Nistraya gunyo bhavati yaha. Like that villager only. So Sattva-guna helped. It doesn't mean we have to hold on that Sattva-guna. We have to overcome that also. Yaha nistraya gunyaha bhavati. I like this story. explain this three gunas. Gunas means gunas only, but we have to overcome. Next, yoga kshemam tyajati yaha, who yoga kshemam tyajati. Tyajati means renounces, gives up. What? Yoga and kshema. Yoga means acquisition. Kshema means maintenance or protection. Yoga means apraptasya prapti. That which we don't have, we want to get it. That which we did not have, we will put forth effort to gain it or achieve it. Example, earning money. Kshemam means praptasya rakshana. Praptasya rakshana means protection of already what we got, what we received. Earning money is one thing, and afterwards the person, he has to protect that one. Building the house, the thought of desire to get own house, the thought is there. That is his yoga. He will put forth his efforts and he will build one house. And afterwards, kshemam, maintenance of that house, not losing that property. Even relationships also, yoga and kshema. Whenever we meet any person, we'll be asking this one only, na? Yoga, kshema, vichara only. How are you? Everything is fine, na? Ask like that. So our entire life, we are spending for these two things, yoga and kshema. What we don't have, we want to get it. And afterwards, we want to protect that one. We don't want to lose that one. First we will develop one relationship, and afterwards we will try a lot to maintain that relationship. How much difficult, sometimes. For some people, though, it's years together, they have to maintain. Even for simple things also, for simple reasons also, so we don't know when that relationship will break. So to see half-inch smile in her face or in his face, how many things should be done to maintain kshema. But here it is said, oh my dear, please don't spend time all the time for this yoga and kshema. Tyajati, who renounces this yoga and kshema, he only can cross over the mind. Oh, you're saying it's renounce this yoga kshema, then how can we live? Bhagwan, he said, yoga kshemam vahamyaham. I will take care of your yoga kshema. Just do your duty. Please don't get attached to anything. Whatever should be received, it will be received. What should be protected should be protected. Whatever it has to be leave us, it will just leave us. It will go away. See, in our life we have to understand, whatever it is not there in our life to come, how much we may try to get it, it will not. And if we are deserved to get that, anyway it will come to us. One more thing. How much we may try, maybe object or property or a relationship person, anything. How much we may try, if that prarabdha is not there in our life, just it will leave us. How much we may try to hold on that one, it will not remain with us, just it will go away. Whatever should be remain in our life, it will be there forever. Even though if we want to leave also, it will not go away. If we can understand these sutras of life, happy. Otherwise, weeping. Happy or weeping, we have to decide. So here it is said, yoga kshemam yaha tyajati saha tarati mayam. One who renounces acquisition and maintenance. It doesn't mean that person should not perform his duties. He should be. He should perform his duties. He should fulfill his responsibilities. But all the time, the thought of yoga kshema should not disturb that person. That is important. Few people will be there. No, what will happen? What will happen if I don't get it? If I don't get it? Arre Baba, be quiet now. Be peaceful. And afterwards, no, if I will lose it, if I will lose it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Everything will be taken care of. When we have the thought of acquisition and maintenance all the time, our mind will be disturbed, will be occupied with such kind of thoughts. We cannot focus upon the supreme truth. We cannot focus upon Bhagwan. That's why it is said, who will be or who can renounce the Yogakshema, they can cross over the Maya. So all these points said. Then the next sutra, few more points. Sutra number 48. Yaha karma phalam tyajeti. Yaha karma phalam tyajeti. Karmani sanyasyati. Karmani sanyasyati. Tato nirdvandho bhavati. Tato nirdvandho bhavati. Today's all wonderful practices said, wonderful means to attain that moksha sthiti, to realize Bhagwan. Yaha karma phalam tyajati. One who can, or one who gives up fruits of action. Saha tarati mayam. It means what? Whatever we are discussing, all these things, if we don't practice all these things, we will be bound by so many things. We will be in Maya only. So, yaha karma phalam tyajati. Why here it is said we have to give up this karma phala, then only we can cross over the Maya. Because as long as we will be having the thought of receiving karma phala, fruit of action, that will be in the form of punya or papa. So when punya papa phalitas will be there, they will lead to the next birth. Whenever we have decide to receive the karma phala, it means what? We are going to take birth again to go through the result of actions. And when we will be having the thought of result of action all the time in our mind, we cannot perform the action also properly. So that's why yaha karma phalam tyajati. One who doesn't want punya, one who doesn't want papa. But generally people they don't want papa phala, want punya phala. Even punya phala also will lead to birth. So that's why one who renounces karma phalam, the fruits of actions, gives up. Karmani sanyasyati. Not only karma phalas, here it is said karmani, activities, sanyasyati, renounces. How is it possible? Is there any person can remain quiet without doing any action? So activity is the nature of the life. It will be going on and on. Who can stop it? But here it is said karmani sanyasyati. That person only can cross over the Maya. One who renounces the activities, actions. It means, inner meaning is, egoistic activities should be given up. Means selfish activities should be renounced. And one more subtle thought here. The thought of doership should be given up. Activities will be going on. Karma itself cannot bind anyone. Please understand. Karma by itself doesn't have capacity to bind the person. Then who is binding? What is binding factor? The thought of doership is the binding factor. I am doing. That doership is binding us. So karmani sannyasati means we have to give up egoistic activities, means we have to renounce the thought of doership. Tataha, then, thereby, nirdvandvaha bhavati, that person will be free from all kinds of, means pairs of opposites. Dvandva means pairs. Nirdvandva means Dvandva means pairs of opposites. Nidvandva means free from the pairs of opposites. What are the pairs of opposites? Dvandvas. This entire world is Dvandva only. Not Advaita. Dvaita, Swarupa. Pleasure and pain, and gain and loss, etc. Mana, avamana, sita, ushna, etc. etc. Bhavati becomes Nidvandvaha bhavati. One who renounces, gives up the fruits of actions, and one who renounces the egoistic activity, such kind of person will be free from all pairs of opposites. Next, the continuation of this one is given. Twice. We can see in the next class also. Few more things are there. Yo vedanapi sanyasyati kevalam avicchinnanuragam labhate sahatarati sahalokan starayati. Such person only can cross over Maya, and he will help others to also to cross over the Maya. Shall we see these two sutras today or in the next class? Shall we discuss these two sutras? Yes? Okay. By this one, this topic will be completed. So, sutra number 49, repeat after me. Yo vedanapi sanyasyati, yo vedanapi sanyasyati, kevalam avicchinnanuragam labhate, kevalam avicchinnanuragam labhate. Yaha who Vedas also sanyasyati renounces. One who renounces even the Vedas also. We will see what is the inner meaning. Kevalam means pure, alone. Avichinna anuragam. Vichinna means broken. Avichinna means unbroken, continuous. Anuragam means love. Labhate, gains. He who renounces even the Vedas and gains a pure, unbroken flow of love towards Bhagavan. That should be added. Unbroken love towards Bhagavan. Earlier also we have seen what is the devotion, the continuous thought flow of love towards higher altar, towards Bhagavan is called bhakti. So here, yaha whom Vedanapi sanyasyati. Why it is said even that person will renounce Vedas also. Vedas are required for all of us. Here, inner meaning is, it Vedas, three parts are there. One is Karma Kanda, another one is Upasana Kanda, and third one is Jnana Kanda. In Karma Kanda, all kinds of rituals, yajna yagadi karmas, code of rituals, how should be performed, and if a person is having any desire, how to fulfill that desire in dharmic way by performing these yajnas, vratas, etc. All those things also given in Karma Kanda, the portion of Vedas only. And another thing is Upasana Kanda, the subtle kind of practices. In this one, how person can, what you call, do or worship of the natural forces, like in olden days, Upasana, Surya Upasana, Varuna Upasana, and Gayatri Upasana, this even Omkara Upasana, Hangraha Upasana, all these things also there. But in those things also, in Karma Kanda and Upasanas also, few things will be sakama, means with desire people will be doing. And when devotee doesn't have any desire, that time when that person will do upasana, what will happen? Antahkarana shuddhi, the purity of the mind, and ekagrata, mano ekagrata, means the concentration of the mind, purity of the mind will be gained by upasanas. So these are the means. And in third portion of Vedas, it is said, that is also called Vedanta, Jnana Kanda, the Upanishads explaining about Jiva Brahma Aikyasthiti. So here Vedanapi Sanyasyati means the person will not be having interest even in Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda also. And even Jnana Kanda also, when he knows the truth and afterwards it's not required for him to study the Vedas. What is the purpose of the Vedas? Finally, to realize the God, to realize the self. So, the devotee of Bhagavan, he will not be having any interest in anything, just he wants to love his own beloved Bhagavan, that's all. That's why here it is said Kevalam, the word we have to understand, Kevalam, the pure alone, Avichinna Anuragam Labhate, this continuous unbroken love towards Bhagavan. For him that alone is enough. Even in Ramayana also, Bharatji, he said, Aratana, Dharmana, all those things also. He's saying, I don't want Artha, Dharma, Kam, Moksha, all these things. Chaturveda Purushartha also, I don't want. I want only the supreme devotion at your lotus feet. I want love only. That's all. So for devotee, the most important thing is love for Bhagavan, nothing else. Even sometimes devotee will not be asking for moksha also. Bhagavan, even I don't want liberation also. I want you only. It's like that. So this is supreme kind of devotion. And here Vedanapi Sanyasyati, we have to understand in proper way. One who reached to the highest state, advanced seeker only it is said. It doesn't mean we should not follow the Vedic, what you call injunctions, etc., do's and don'ts. We have to, in fact, in the beginning stages. So, one who will not be even bound by the Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, etc. also. That person alone can cross over the Maya. Sutra number 15. Sahatarati, sahatarati, satarati, sataratim. Saha lokan starayati, saha lokan starayati, saha, he. Earlier, all the time we are saying yaha, yaha, yes, who, whoever. Here, saha, such kind of person who, from the beginning onwards, we have to take saha. Yaha sangam tyajati, yaha mahanubhavam sevate. Yaha sangam tyajati, one who renounces attachment with the sense objects. Yaha mahanubhavam sevate, one who serves great masters. Yaha nirmamaha bhavati, one who will be free from the possession, means minus. Yaha viviktasthanam sevatim, one who will be in the solitary place. Yaha lokanubandham unmulayati, one who removes or uproots the bondage of worldly objects and beings. Yaha nistraigunyo bhavati, one who will be free from the sattva-raja tamo gunas. Yaha yogakshemam tyajati, one who will renounces acquisition and maintenance. Yaha karma phalam tyajati, oh, so many things. When we have love for Bhagavan, all these things will happen naturally. Yaha karma phalam tyajati, one who gives up the fruits of actions. Karma ani sanyasyati, one who will gives up the egoistic activities. Tataha nidvandvaha bhavatim, one who will be free from all pairs of opposites. Yaha vedanapi sanyasyati, one who even gives up Vedas also. Kevalam avichinna anuragam labhate, one who gains the pure unbroken continuous love towards Bhagavan. Sahatarati. This is the intercontinuation of the thought flow. Saha, he, tarati, he crosses. What he crosses? Sahatarati maya. He crosses the maya. Sahatarati, saha eva tarati. He alone crosses the maya. And not only that, wonderful kind of thing. Saha lokan starayati. Afterwards, that such kind of person, Lokan, all the worldly people, others also, Tarayati causes to cross over. He carries others also to cross over the Maya. Otherwise, how our, all of us ignorant people, how we can cross over the Maya? those masters, great devotees, those already who are crossed over this Maya, because of their what you call unconditional love, kindness, they come back and take all of us also along with them to cross over this Maya. They will take to the another shore. This is the greatness and glory of the Masters, Mahatmas. Boliye Sri Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. These points are very important. Please make as one topic who can cross over, who crosses the Maya. Then entire list you can point 1, point 2, you can note down. And we have to check, okay, this is, we are practicing this one, we are practicing, so we can cross over the Maya. Like that. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.